Most relationships don't end with betrayal. They don't end with shouting. They don't even end with clear decisions. They end quietly. Two people lie in the same bed, inches apart, scrolling through separate worlds. Conversations become practical. Touch becomes occasional. Eye contact becomes rare. Love doesn't disappear. But something essential slowly fades. Intimacy. Not suddenly, not dramatically, but steadily enough that one day the relationship feels more like shared accommodation than shared life. This is not an individual failure. It is something larger. We are living through what can only be described as an intimacy recession. Across modern relationships, emotional and physical closeness are declining, not because people care less, but because the conditions required for intimacy are quietly eroding. Recent large-scale surveys show that more than 1 in 4 adults are dissatisfied with their level of intimacy. Nearly 40% report a decline in sexual connection over the past year. Many describe relationships that still contain affection, loyalty, and shared responsibility, yet feel emotionally thin. The pattern is strikingly consistent. Intimacy tends to decline not in moments of conflict, but around the 6th year of long-term relationships. Not when love ends, but when life intensifies. Careers demand more. Parenting consumes energy. Financial pressure grows. Screens fragment attention. And slowly, intimacy becomes something couples intend to return to, but never quite do. This is not the collapse of love. It is the collapse of conditions. To understand why intimacy is fading, we have to begin with the body. Human intimacy is regulated by the nervous system, not by intention alone. Bonding depends on hormones like oxytocin, which promote trust, closeness, and safety. But these hormones do not thrive under stress. Chronic pressure elevates cortisol, the body's stress hormone. Cortisol suppresses bonding, dulls desire, and keeps the nervous system alert. When the body believes it is under threat, connection becomes secondary to survival. This is why exhaustion is so lethal to intimacy. Modern life keeps the nervous system permanently activated. Notifications never stop. Work follows us home. Rest becomes shallow. Presence becomes rare. And intimacy cannot survive without safety. You cannot bond while your body believes it is running from a lion. Yet biology alone does not explain everything. Psychologically, modern couples face a growing skills gap. Most people were never taught how to build emotional intimacy. They learned how to function, perform, achieve, and adapt, but not how to stay emotionally open under pressure. As stress increases, communication becomes transactional. Conversations revolve around logistics, schedules, and responsibilities. Emotional check-ins disappear. Difficult topics are postponed to later. Avoidance slowly replaces vulnerability. This creates what therapists call pseudo-intimacy, relationships that appear close on the surface but lack depth underneath. Couples may share routines, humor, and affection, yet avoid emotional exposure. Hyper-independence often masquerades as strength. In reality, it is frequently self-protection. Many people stop asking their partners for help, need support, but because asking, not because they don't, feels risky. Over time, partners manage their lives separately, even while living together. This is how distance grows without conflict. Beneath conscious behavior lies a deeper layer, the unconscious. Early in relationships, we rarely see our partner clearly. Instead, we project onto them our hopes, needs, and unresolved patterns. Attraction feels powerful not because the person is fully known, but because something familiar has been activated. The unconscious does not ask whether a relationship is healthy. It asks whether it feels emotionally familiar. As relationships mature, projections collapse. Reality replaces fantasy. This is the moment where true intimacy begins or ends. Many relationships cannot survive this transition. Without emotional skills and safety, partners retreat rather than renegotiate connection. This is why people often say they feel bonded but unsafe, attached but unfulfilled, close yet strangely alone. The unconscious has formed a bond, but the relationship lacks the structure to support it. Nowhere is this confusion more visible than in how modern culture understands sex. Sex has become the primary symbol of intimacy. When closeness fades, sex is often the first concern raised. When sex declines, people assume something is broken. But sex does not create intimacy. It amplifies what already exists. Sex triggers powerful bonding chemicals, dopamine, oxytocin, endorphins. These chemicals are not neutral. They are designed to attach. They increase the perception of closeness, even when emotional safety is missing. This is why sex can feel deeply connecting in the moment, yet leave people feeling empty afterward. When physical intimacy runs ahead of emotional foundation, attachment forms without stability. Desire soothes anxiety but cannot resolve it. Chemistry creates intensity without security. Sex becomes a regulator, not a connector. This is not a moral failure. It is biology misaligned with context. In long-term relationships, desire does not fade because attraction disappears. It fades because emotional safety weakens. Without safety, vulnerability feels dangerous. Without vulnerability, desire struggles to breathe. Sex is not the foundation of intimacy, it is the reflection of it. At this point, many people turn to advice. Schedule date nights. Communicate more. Try new things. Make time. Be intentional. And yet, most couples already know these things. Advice fails, not because it is wrong, but because it is incomplete. Intimacy cannot be rebuilt through effort alone. Effort applied in unsafe conditions produces frustration, not closeness. Trying harder in a depleted nervous system only reinforces failure. This is why so many couples feel guilty, confused, and stuck. They are attempting intimacy in environments designed to prevent presence. Knowing what to do is not the same as being able to do it. So, what actually restores intimacy? Not tactics, not hacks, not performance. Intimacy returns when conditions change. First, nervous system safety. Connection cannot exist while the body remains in survival mode. Second, presence over performance. Intimacy dies when attention is fragmented and constantly elsewhere. Third, curiosity instead of assumption. The end of curiosity is the beginning of emotional distance. Fourth, emotional regulation. Unregulated emotions do not disappear. They leak into silence, resentment, or withdrawal. And finally, time without utility. Intimacy requires time that is not productive, efficient, or optimized. These are not instructions. They are requirements. Without them, intimacy cannot exist, no matter how strong the intention. The intimacy recession is not evidence that relationships are failing. It is evidence that modern life has made intimacy difficult to sustain. We are asking connection to survive in environments that drain energy, fragment attention, and reward constant output. And intimacy cannot be rushed, it cannot be forced, it cannot be optimized. It can only be protected. Intimacy has not disappeared, it has been priced out of modern life. And until we change the conditions, no amount of love, desire, or effort will bring it back. Thank you for watching. If this inspired you, hit subscribe, like, comment, and share. Be part of our journey. Beyond identities, beyond borders, beyond divisions, our destiny is one. You are watching Next Horizon Global.